we have the Eugene Peace Choir, who's going to share some songs of peace and love and harmony, let's hope. So let's give them a nice welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. See lots of familiar faces. Our first song for you is called One in the Number. This song was originally written by John Cromer, who was a labor activist. And the arrangement we're performing is by Janet Stecker, who is the director of the Seattle Labor Chorus. Our soloist will be Julia Lima. Guitar swapping in this choir. Larry Dollarstein will be accompanying on guitar and harmonica in our next song, which is called Do It Now. And this song actually comes from a old melody with some new text. This song was published as part of a movement to raise awareness about climate change. And the text speaks about the urgency to act to fight climate change.
We need to wake up. We need to rise up. We need to open our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now. We're on a planet that has a problem. We've got to solve it, get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now. Make it greener. Make it greener. Make it cleaner. Make it cleaner. Make it fast. Make it fast and do it now, now, now. We need to build
one of our newest songs. This one is called Benedictus. It's by a band called The Strongs. And this was brought to us at our most recent song selection retreat, which is where we as a choir choose all of our new repertoire. And one of our members, Wendy, brought it to us, and we loved it. And so here it is for you.
And David arranged it.
This song is also new to us, and it was brought by another member, Stephanie, and also myself. We both, at our most recent song selection retreat, we both brought the same song. And that was a good sign that this is one that we might want to do. And this is called To My Old Brown Earth, and it is written by Pete Seeger. We like to invite solo performers in our group to share some music with you. And tonight, or this afternoon, we have one person who will be sharing, that's David Rogers. Come on up, David. Other folks, we
piece by Pete Seeger called Living in the Country. Gave a whole new boost when it became a church hymn. Traditionally it was in slang, and the church hymn it developed from was Be Thou My Vision. Here it goes.
Reassemble for you in our choir form. I'll introduce our next song, which is written by one of our members, Larry Dauberstein. And it's called Singing Songs. It's about the joy of singing and the power of singing. And I'll just take this opportunity to let you know that we are a come one, come all choir, and we don't have auditions, and we are always looking for new members. So that is your invitation to join us.
Thank
Is by Woody Guthrie. This is Pastures of Plenty. And it's a song about migrant workers. And recently, one of our members came across a story that kind of resonated with us and our feeling about this song. And so, Jean Marie, would you like to speak to that?
So everyone knows that if people didn't pick our food, we'd starve to death. And there's actually a program we learned about, fairfoodprogram.org, that the workers developed to support themselves and have fair treatment and get well paid. And I would encourage everyone to look it up. It just blew me away and blew all of us away and looked it up.
Fairfoodprogram.org. It's a union, a coalition of farm workers.
This is Pastures of Plenty by Woody Guthrie. let there be peace on earth. And if you would like to, please join us in singing. Our next song is called Somos No Banco. This was written by Lori Wyatt and arranged by Wanda Walker.
We are the hope.
is Peace Like a River. This song you're about to hear is called I Have a Million Nightingales. It was arranged by the singing group Libana, and the text comes from the poet Mahmoud Darwish. The text goes as follows: I have a million nightingales on the branches of my heart singing freedom. And this song is a round.
On the branches of my heart, I have a million nightingales on the branches of my heart, singing freedom, 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 singing freedom, freedom.
before I hand it over to Leora Spunko, I would like to make a brief mention about the Lane Arts Council First Friday Art Walk. There's a lot of work going into building a more beautiful, vibrant, healthier downtown. And the one thing that's stayed consistent for over 20 years is the First Friday Art Walk, thanks to the diligence of the Lane Arts Council.
Ladies, if you
Yes,
could
can we
move
stop
up
and give Lane
so
Arts
people
Council
could
a
get
round of
behind.
Thank you, Isaac. Hi, everyone. I'm Leora Spunko, the Executive Director of Lane Arts Council. Welcome to First Friday Art Walk, Mural Tour, and huge fun concert. What a night. This is awesome. You know, as Isaac said, we've been coordinating the Art Walk for many years. We also do arts education in schools and support artists, and we're really here to support the community, engage the community in the arts. And I know a lot of you are dedicated art workers, you're dedicated art enthusiasts. We really appreciate your support of the arts and all that we're trying to do collaboratively. It's been a heck of a week. I don't know, did some of you guys go to the parade and Sunday Streets last weekend? What a blast! And then we had these incredible muralists here all week. We have this event. Tomorrow night's the Whitaker Block Party. I'm telling you, this town is becoming this incredible arts and culture destination, and it's thanks to the City of Eugene, it's thanks to our partners, it's thanks to people like you. You really love the arts, you care about the arts, you contribute to community events, and we so appreciate you. So give it up, Eugene, for supporting the arts. You know, and the city has done an incredible job bringing these international muralists. So instead of our regular art walk tour, as you may know, we are going to be doing a mural tour. So if you don't have a guide, Jessica and Lewis are around. They'll give you an art walk guide, and inside there's an insert of all the murals that we'll be seeing, and we'll be interviewing these international muralists. They're incredible artists, they're incredible people. You're going to want to hear from them. So follow us along on the tour, and you can also come back here and enjoy the concert. We just want you to have an awesome, awesome night. And all this is really only possible because the City of Eugene so values the arts. So help me thank the City of Eugene and Huge Fun and the 20 by 21 Mural Project for making this happen. Additional sponsors, Eugene Magazine, the UO Duck Store, and World Pies. Please help me thank those incredible sponsors. All right. So as you know, every art walk we have a special host, and this host is very knowledgeable. He's actually one of the founders of the 20 by 21 Mural Project, helped connecting us to these international artists. So he's going to lead us on this mural tour, and he's an incredible local community member that has contributed so much to this project. So please help me welcome Paul Godin.
I've been looking at murals over the course of the last week. And have many of you seen little grates with extra little hands coming out of them somewhere around town in the last week? Yeah. Well, I'm pleased that this is the culmination of a year and a couple of months that started last March with a group of 6 people who sat around a table in one of the bars downtown with an idea. And the idea was, in 2021, we're inviting the world to come to Eugene for the World Track Championships. And we wanted the world to come here and see world-class street artists from all over the world on our walls, to build an outdoor art gallery throughout the city that we're going to live in for the next 5 years and maybe beyond. Because we think this is something that once it starts, it's going to keep on rolling. And I am so pleased that for this first festival, we have had a group of 7 artists who are among the world's very best. When we started this project, we said, invite the very best in the world. Not just good, but the very, very best. And they have come. And in fact, looking around, there are artists among you as you walk. Not just the international ones, but some of the folks from Eugene here as well. I know are artists also. more about this wall in a moment. Now, one of the little interesting stories, though, about this particular wall is not on this wall. Because over the course of the week, as Hero was working on this wall, she had messages being sent to her. I want you all to take a look behind you at the library. You see that message? Well, almost every day this week, Hero came to the wall, and there was a different message waiting for her from the folks in the library, cheering her on, applauding her work as it came up. Now here, this wall, no spray paint. Is Hero here? Anywhere? No, Hero's not on the wall. Hero is an Argentinian artist, again based in Spain, like Franco. She does brushwork. When she works in the gallery side, smaller pieces, her main way of doing art is watercolor. And then she translates that to the large walls. And so far in her career, she's been focusing on doing large walls. We invited her because she is one of the strongest female street artists in the world. And I've looked at a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you look at her work, it has a couple of things that tell you this is a Hero piece. You can almost see how that might have been a watercolor. There's a soft palette. It's not these bright colors like you've seen in a lot of the other pieces. She tends to have a subdued palette. But her message always has a metaphor. She tells a story. And one of the things that she does on the small scale is she does almost like a little storybook, where each panel tells part of the story. Anywhere from 2 to 20 little panels that she'll create. Here, we've got 4. Can anybody tell me what message they might get from this image? What the theme was that she was working on when she came up with this design?
Housework.
I've got sculpting, I've got housework, I've got plans. What else? Creating life. Working with clay. Now what do you think that person is doing? What are they molding? I guess if you haven't seen the end, you may not know. Because in fact the first panel is kind of confusing. It just looks like a mess, right? A green mess. You get to the end, what do you see there, folks? What's in her hands? A plant. So her theme, when she found out about Kiva and what Kiva does, the connection to the organic farming community, the local art scene, and Oregon, she found out that in Oregon, reforestation, the environment are incredibly important. She's an urban artist, though. So she did a twist on this. This is her theme: regeneration, reforestation, rebirth, regrowth. Taking something that's been damaged and making it whole again. And one of the things that I love about this image as I watched it come around, I want everybody before you leave this parking lot to go down to that last panel and take a look at what happens. And one of the things that struck me was the way she shaped the hands. She could have been putting that plant into a pot, but look at how those hands cup what she comes up with. How those hands cradle the plant that she has recovered from a disaster down here. So she's a strong artist with some strong ideas, and there's a little story you guys don't know about. We may tell this in the exhibition at the very end of this, because there was a design she came up with that was incredibly strong, but tested the boundaries of what public art can be. Because it had a message that a lot of people might like or not like. And for business owners, we're using private walls. That's part of the mix in determining what art can go on the walls. So we may still see that image, actually. We're encouraging her to bring that image as a museum piece to put in the exhibition in 2021 when the track championships are here. So you'll get to see what her other design was in 4 years. All right, where's our next stop? All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I can grab this part.
Not as pushy as I am.